and said, "What is your mission thereafter, O messengers?" They said, "We have been sent to a guilty people, so that we may shower upon them stones of clay, marked by your Lord for the destruction of the wicked." Then we brought forth such believers as were there, but we found but one household of those who had submitted to Allah, and we left behind there a sign for those who fear a painful doom. And in Musa likewise, there is a sign when we sent him to Pharaoh with clear authority, but he turned away arrogant in his power, and said, "A sorcerer or a madman." So we seized him and his hosts and flung them in the sea, for, indeed, he was blameworthy. And in the tribe of Ad there is a sign when we sent the blighting wind against them. It spared nothing that it reached but turned it all into rotten ruins. And in the tribe of Thamud there is a sign when they were told, "Enjoy yourselves for a while," but they rebelled against the Lord's decree. So the thunderbolt struck them even as they looked on, and they were unable to rise up, nor could they help themselves. And before this the people of Nuh, they too were sinful people. We have built the heaven with might, and we indeed are the expanders, and the earth we have laid out. What excellent spreaders are we, and all things we have created by pairs, so that you may reflect. Therefore come running to Allah, surely I am a clear way to you from him, and do not set up any other gods with Allah, surely I am a clear warner to you from him. Similarly, there came no messenger to those before them, but they said, "A sorcerer or a madman." Have they handed down this saying as a legacy, one generation to another? Surely they are people who have transgressed. So, ignore them. Do not be grieved by the manner in which they behave towards you. For this you are not to blame. However, you should continue reminding, surely reminding prophets the believers. I created the jinn and mankind only that they might worship me. I seek no livelihood from them, nor do I ask that they should feed me. For Allah it is who gives livelihood, the mighty, the invincible. Surely for those who do wrong now there is a reckoning like the reckoning which befell those who were like them in earlier times. So let them not challenge me to hasten on that day. And miserable is the lot of those who disbelieve because of that day of theirs, which they have been promised, for the punishment. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate, by Mount Tor, and by the book inscribed, on fine parchment unrolled, and the house much visited, and the exalted roof, and the swelling sea, surely the doom of your Lord will come to pass. There is none who can ward it off, on the day when the sky will heave and shudder, and the mountains will be in motion. Then woe on that day to the rejectors, who indulge in vain talk, playing with the truth, the day when they will be thrust roughly into the fire of hell, and it will be said to them, "This is the fire which you used to deny. Is this magic? Do you not see? Enter it, whether you are patient or not. It will make no difference to you. You are only being recompensed for what you used to do." Surely the God-fearing will be in gardens and bliss, enjoying that which the Lord has given them, and because the Lord has turned away from them the torment of hellfire, and it will be said to them, "Eat and drink heartily as a reward for what you used to do," reclining on couches ranged in order. And we shall wed them to fair maidens with large eyes. Those who believe and the children follow them in faith, we shall cause the children to join them there, and we shall deprive them of nothing from the life's work. Every individual is pledged for what he has earned, and we shall provide them with fruit and meat such as they desire, that they pass from hand to hand a cup because of which there will be no idle talk nor inducement to sin, and they shall wait on them youths of their own, like hidden pearls, and some of them will approach others, questioning, saying, "Before this, when we were with our families, we were ever anxious, But Allah has been gracious to us and has saved us from the torment of the scalding wind. We used to pray to him before this. He is indeed the benign, the merciful. Therefore continue reminding. By the grace of Allah you are neither a soothsayer nor a madman. Do they say, he is a poet. We wait for misfortune to befall him. Say, wait, I shall be waiting with you. Does the reason prompt them to say this? Are they a rebellious people? Do they say, he has invented it? The truth is, they simply will not believe. Then let them produce discourse like this if they are truthful. Were they created out of nothing? Are they themselves the creators? Did they create the heavens and the earth? In fact, they have no conviction. Do they own the treasures of your Lord? Do they have control over them? Do they have a stairway up to heaven, by climbing on which they overhear what is decreed? Then let the listener produce a clear authority. Has he daughters while you have sons? Are you demanding some payment from them so that they are burdened by debt? Do they possess knowledge of the unseen, which they write down? Do they devise a plot? But those who disbelieve are themselves ensnared in it. Have they any God beside Allah? Glorified be Allah from all that they ascribe as partners to him. And if they were to see a part of the heaven falling, they would still say, just a mass of clouds. Then let them be till they meet the day, in which they will fall unconscious, the day when the plotting will avail them nothing, nor will they be helped. And truly, for those who do wrong, there is a punishment in the world besides that of the hereafter, though most of them do not know it. So wait patiently for your Lord's decree, for surely you are being watched over by us. And him the praise of your Lord when you waken. In the night time praise him also, and at the setting of the stars. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate. By the star when it sets, your companion is not astray, nor does he err, nor does he speak out of his own desire. This is nothing but an inspired revelation, which one, who is exceedingly powerful, has taught him, one who is vigorous, and he grew clear to view. When he was on the uppermost horizon, then he drew near and came down, till he was 2 bows' length distant, or even nearer. And he Allah revealed to his servant what he revealed. The heart lied not in comprehending what it saw. Will you then dispute with him concerning that which he saw? Truly, he saw him yet another time, by the low tree at the utmost boundary, near to which is the garden of abode. When the low tree was covered by that which covered it, his gaze did not swerve aside from that which he was commanded to see, nor did it wander beyond the bounds of what he was not commanded to see. How many of his Lord's great signs did he see? Have you considered Alat and Aluzia, and Manad? The third of the 3 can these idols be God? Are yours the males and his the females? That, indeed, would be an unfair division. They are merely names which you and your fathers have forged, for which Allah has sent down no authority. They follow only vain conjecture and the promptings of their own lusts. Even though guidance from the Lord has come to them, is man able to get what he desires? For to Allah belong the afterlife and the former. And how many angels are in the heavens whose intercession is of no avail, except after Allah gives leave to him whom he wills and from whom he is pleased to accept it. It is those who disbelieve in the hereafter who give angels the names of females, even though they have no knowledge of it. They follow but a conjecture, and conjecture avails nothing against the truth. Then turn away from those who avoid our remembrance and crave but the life of the world. These are the limits of the knowledge. Surely your Lord is best aware of him who strays, and he is best aware of him who goes aright. And to Allah belongs whatsoever is in the heavens and whatsoever is in the earth, that he may reward those who do evil with that which they have done, and reward with goodness those who have done good. Those who do good are those who avoid gross sins and indecencies and are guilty only of small offenses. For them your Lord is magnanimous in his forgiveness. He is best aware of you from the time when he created you from the earth, and when you were embryos in your mother's wombs. Therefore ascribe not purity to yourselves. He is best aware of him who wards off evil. Did you observe him who turned away, and gave a little, then was grudging? Has he knowledge of the unseen and therefore can see? Has he not had news of what is in the books of Musa, and of Ibrahim, who was faithful to his duty, that no soul laden shall bear another's load, and that man obtains only that for which he strives, and that his effort will be seen, and afterwards he will be paid for it with the fullest payment, and that unto your Lord is the final destination, and that he it is who causes laughter and weeping, and that he it is who gives death and gives life, and he it is who creates the sexes, male and female, from a drop of seed when it is poured forth, and that he has ordained the resurrection on the last day, and he it is who enriches and impoverishes, and he it is who is the Lord of Sirius, and that he destroyed ancient Ad, and he spared not Thamud, and the people of Nu before this they indeed were more tyrannical and rebellious, and Al-Mutafika he destroyed, so that there overcame them that which overcame. Concerning which of the bounties of your Lord then can you dispute? He is a warner like the warners of old. The threatened hour is near, none beside Allah can avert it. Do you wonder at this discourse which is revealed for you, and laugh, and do not weep, while you wax arrogant? So prostrate yourselves before Allah and serve him. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate. The hour drew near, and the moon was split in two parts, and if they behold a sign, they turn away and say, continuous sorcery. They denied the TMTH and followed their own lusts. Yet everything will come to a decision. And surely there has come to them news of former people in which there is a deterrent, and in which there is wisdom far-reaching, but warnings are of no avail. So turn away from them, on the day when the summoner summons them to a terrible thing. With downcast eyes they will come forth from their graves, as if they were locusts widely scattered, hastening towards the summoner. The disbelievers will say, this is a hard day. The people of Nu denied the truth before them. They rejected our servant and said, a madman, and he was rebuked. So he cried out to his Lord, saying, I have been overcome, so come to my aid. Then we opened the gates of the heavens with pouring water, and caused the earth to burst with gushing springs, so that the waters gathered for a predestined purpose. And we carried him upon an object made by planks and nails, that ran upon the waters in our sight, as a reward for him who had been rejected, and we left it as a sign. But is there any who pays heed? So see how dreadful was my punishment and my warnings. Truly, we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember, but is there any who will pay heed? The tribe of Ad rejected warnings. So how dreadful was my punishment and my warnings. We let loose upon them a raging wind, on an unrelentingly accursed day, knocking men over as though they were uprooted trunks of palm trees. So see how dreadful was my punishment and my warnings. Truly we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember, but is there any who will pay heed? The tribe of Thamud rejected warnings, for they said, are we to follow just a man, who is merely one among us? Surely we should then fall into error and madness. Has the message been given to him alone out of all of us? Surely he is an insolent liar. To the messenger it was said, tomorrow they will know who is the insolent liar. We shall certainly send a she-camel as a trial for them. So observe them and have patience, and inform them that the water is to be shared between her and them. Every time of watering should be observed. But they called their comrade, and he caught her and hamstrung her. Then see how dreadful was my punishment and my warnings. We sent upon them one cry, and they became like the dry twigs cast aside by the builder of a cattle pen. Truly we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember, but is there any who will pay heed? The people of Lut rejected warnings, so we sent a storm of stone upon them, all save the household of Lut, whom we rescued in the last watches of the night, as grace from us. Thus do we reward him who gives thanks. And he indeed had warned them of our ceasing, but they doubted the warnings. They even demanded his guests from him for an evil purpose. Then we blinded their eyes and said, taste now my punishment and my warnings. Certainly the punishment decreed befell them early in the morning. Now taste my punishment and my warnings. Truly we have made the Quran easy to understand and remember, but is there any who will pay heed? Most certainly warnings came to the nation of Pharaoh, who rejected all our signs. So we seized them with the seizing of the Almighty, the All-Powerful. Are your disbelievers superior to those? Or have you been allowed some immunity in the previous scriptures? Or do they say, we are a victorious host? The hosts will all be routed and will turn and flee. The fact is that the hour is their appointment time, and the hour of doom will be far more painful and bitter than anything they have seen so far. Surely the guilty are in error and madness. On the day when they will be dragged into the fire upon the faces, it will be said to them, taste the touch of hell. Surely we have created everything by measure, and our commandment is a matter of the twinkling of an eye. We have surely destroyed in the past your fellows non-believers like you, but is there any that remembers and minds? And all the deeds are noted in the records, and everything, small and great, is recorded. Surely, the righteous will dwell among gardens and rivers, in a sure abode, in the presence of a mighty king. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate, the All-Merciful, has taught the Quran. He has created man. He has taught him to speak. The sun and the moon have a decreed course. The stars and the trees bow down in adoration, and the sky he has raised high, and he has set the balance, so that you should not transgress the balance, and give full weight with justice, and do not decrease the scale. And the earth he has placed for his creatures, in which are fruit and sheathed palm trees, grain with its husk and fragrant herbs. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? He created man of sounding clay, like the potters, and the jinn he created of smokeless fire. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Lord of the two easts, and Lord of the two wests. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? He has let the two seas flow freely. They meet one another, but there is a barrier between them which they cannot pierce. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Pearls and corals come from both. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? His are the ships seeming like mountains on the sea. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Everything on the earth will pass away, and the countenance of your Lord will abide forever, the possessor of majesty and benevolence. So, zero mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? All those in the heavens and the earth entreat him. Every day, every moment of time he is engaged in some matter sustaining and regenerating his creation. So, O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? We will soon deal with you, O you too numerous hosts. So, zero mankind and jinn, which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? Zero hosts of jinn and men. If you have power to penetrate beyond the confines of the heavens and the earth, then penetrate them. Never will you penetrate them save with our authority. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Flames of fire and molten brass will be hurled against both of you, and you will not escape. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? And when the heaven splits asunder and becomes rosy, like red tide, so 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? On that day neither man nor jinn will be asked about his sin. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? The guilty will be known by the mark's eye, by the face, black with misery in the petrified gaze, and will be taken by the forelocks and the feet. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? This is that hell which the guilty deny. They shall go round between it and between hot boiling water. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? But for him who fears the standing before his Lord are 2 gardens. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Gardens with many fruit-laden branches. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Gardens in which are 2 fountains flowing. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? In which is every kind of fruit in pairs. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Its inhabitants reclining upon couches lined with brocade, the fruit of both gardens near to hand. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? In it are maidens of modest gaze, whom neither man nor jinn will have touched before them. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? In beauty like rubies and coral. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Shall the reward of goodness be anything but goodness? So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? And lesser than these 2 gardens there are 2 other gardens for the generality of believers. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Dark green with foliage. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Gardens in which there are 2 fountains of gushing water. So 0 mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? In them are fruits, date palms and pomegranates. Which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? In them shall be maidens who are chaste and beautiful. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Fair ones, confined in pavilions. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Whom neither man nor jinn will have touched before them. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Reclining on green cushions and fair carpets. So O mankind and jinn, which of the blessings of your Lord will you deny? Blessed be the name of your Lord, possessor of majesty and benevolence. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate. When the event befalls, there is no denying that it will befall, abasing some, exalting others. When the earth is shaken with a violent shaking, and the mountains are crumbled, so that they become scattered dust, and you will be 3 kinds. First, those on the right hand, how happy shall be those on the right hand. And then those on the left hand, how wretched shall be those on the left hand. And those who are the foremost are indeed the foremost. Those are they who will be brought near to Allah, in gardens of delight. A multitude from the men of old, but only a few from later generations, on couches wrought with gold, reclining on the in face to face. There shall wait on them immortal youths, with goblets and ewers and a cup from a pure spring, from which they will get no headache nor will they be intoxicated, and fruit that they shall choose, and such flesh of fowls that they may desire, and there are fair ones with wide, lovely eyes, like hidden pearls, a reward for what they used to do. They hear the no vain a sinful discourse, nothing but the saying, peace and again peace, and those on the right hand. How happy shall be those on the right hand, among thornless low tree, and banana trees with its fruit in arranged layers, and widespread shade, and flowing water, and fruit in plenty, always plentiful, never forbidden, and raised couches. We have created the spouses, a new creation, and made them virgins, loving companions of the same age, for those on the right hand. A multitude of the men of old, and a multitude of those of later generations, and those on the left hand. How wretched shall be those on the left hand, in scorching wind and scalding water, and shadow of a smoking blaze, neither cool nor refreshing. Surely, they wallowed in luxury, and persisted in the heinous sin, and they used to say, when we are dead and have become dust and bones, shall we then be raised again? And our forefathers, likewise, say to them, those of old and those of later times, shall all be brought together to the appointed time of a known day. Then you, the erring, the deniers, you will surely eat of a tree called zaqqum, and you shall fill your bellies with it, and on top of it you will drink of boiling water, and will drink it even as the thirsty camel drinks. This shall be the hospitality on the day of judgment. We created you the first time, so why do you not believe in the second raising? Have you considered that semen which you emit? Do you create it? Are we the creator? We deal out death among you, and we cannot be prevented from replacing you with others like you, and creating you afresh in a form that you do not know. And indeed you are aware of the first creation. Why, then, do you not reflect? Have you seen that which you cultivate? Is it you who make it grow, or are we the growers? If we willed, we could reduce it to chaff. Then you would go on and on exclaiming, surely we are oppressed by debt, truly we are bereft. Have you observed the water which you drink? Was it you who brought it down from the cloud? Or do we send it down? If we willed, we could make it bitter. Why, then, do you give no thanks? Have you observed the fire which you light from wood? Did you create its tree from which it came? Or did we? We made it a reminder and a benefit for wayfarers in the desert. So praise the name of your Lord, the Supreme One. Indeed, I swear by the stations which the stars occupy, truly that is a tremendous oath. If only you knew that this is indeed a noble Quran, in a book preserved, which none touch save the purified, a revelation from the Lord of the worlds. Is this the discourse which you think trivial, and make its denial your occupation? Why, then, when the soul comes up to the throat of the dying person, and you are at that moment looking on at him helplessly, and we are nearer to him, the dying person, than you are, but you see us not. Why, then, if you are not in bondage to us, do you not make the soul return into the body? If you are truthful, then if he is of nearest to Allah, then for him is repose, and ease, and a garden of delights. And if he is of the companions of the right, then he will be greeted with, peace be on you, O companions of the right. But if he is of the erring, the deniers, then the welcome will be boiling water, and burning in hellfire. Truly, this is the indubitable truth. Therefore, praise the name of your Lord, the Supreme One. In the name of Allah, the All-Merciful, the Most Compassionate. All that is in the heavens and the earth glorifies Allah, and He is the Almighty, the All-Wise. His is the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. He ordains life and death, and He has power over all things. He is the first and the last, and the manifest and the hidden, and He is the knower of all things. He it is who has created the heavens and the earth in 6 stages. He then established himself on the throne as befits his majesty. He knows all that enters the earth and all that emerges from it, and all that comes down from the sky and all that ascends up to it. And he is with you wheresoever you might be. And Allah sees what you do. To him belongs the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, and to Allah are all things returned. He causes the night to pass into the day, and he causes the day to pass into the night, and he knows all that is in the breasts. Believe in Allah and his messenger, and spend of that which he has entrusted to you. And for such of you who believe and spend in the way of Allah, there is a great reward. And what is the reason that you do not believe in Allah, when the messenger calls you to believe in your Lord, and he has already made a covenant with you? If you are believers, he it is who sends down clear revelations to his servant, so that he may bring you forth from darkness into light. Without a doubt, Allah is most tender, most merciful towards you. And what is the reason that you do not spend in the way of Allah, when Allah alone inherits the heavens and the earth? Those who spent and fought before the victory of Mecca are not on the same level as the rest of you. They are higher in rank to those who spent and fought afterwards. To each group Allah has promised good, and Allah is aware of what you do. Who is the one who will give Allah a gainful loan, so that he may double it for him? For him is a rich reward. On the day when you will see the believers, male and female, their light running before them and on the right hands, on that day you will hear it said to them, glad tidings for you this day, gardens underneath which rivers flow, where you will abide forever. That is the supreme achievement. On the day when the hypocrites, men and women, will say to those who believe, look on us kindly so that we may borrow something from your light, it will be said, go back behind you and seek for light. Then a wall having a door will be set between them, within which there will be mercy, and outside of which there will face them the scourge of hell. They will cry out to them, saying, were we not with you in the world? They will say, yes, indeed, but you led yourselves into temptations, and wavered, and doubted, and were deluded by vain hopes, till the command of Allah was fulfilled, and the deceiver Satan deceived you concerning Allah. So this day no reason will be accepted from you, nor from those who disbelieved. Your abode is the fire, that is your master, an evil end. Has the time not come for the believers that their hearts should be submissive for the remembrance of Allah, and for the truth which is revealed, so that they do not become like those who received the scripture in earlier times, the Jews and the Christians, but the days were prolonged for them, so their hearts were hardened, and very many of them were evil livers. Know that Allah quickens the earth after its death. We have made clear our revelations for you, so that you may understand. As for those who give alms, both men and women, and lend to Allah a gainful loan, this will be doubled for them, and for them will be a rich reward. And those who believe in Allah and his messengers, they are the truly righteous ones and the martyrs in the Lord's sight. They have the reward and the light. While as for those who disbelieve and deny our revelations, they are those who inherit hell. Know that the life of this world is but a sport, and a diversion, and an adornment, and boastful striving among yourselves, and rivalry for more wealth and children. All this is as a likeness of rain which causes plants to sprout, the growth of which delights the farmer, but it dries up thereafter, and you see it turning yellow. Then it becomes stubble, and in the hereafter there is severe punishment, and also forgiveness from Allah and good pleasure. And the life of the world is but the stuff of illusion. Therefore strive for forgiveness from your Lord, and for a garden, the extent of which is like the extent of the heavens and the earth, a garden which has been prepared for those who believe in Allah and his messengers, Such is the bounty of Allah which He bestows upon whom He will, and Allah is the possessor of immense bounty. No misfortune falls upon the earth, or upon yourselves, but is contained in a book, before we bring it into being. Surely that is easy for Allah, so that you should not grieve for that which you could not gain, nor should you be puffed up at what has been given to you. And Allah does not love any arrogant boasters, who are niggardly and enjoin avarice on others, and whosoever turns away. Allah is most certainly all-sufficient, worthy of praise. Surely we sent our messengers with clear proofs, and sent down along with them the books and the balance, so that mankind may observe equity, and we created iron, in which is great strength and diverse uses for mankind, so that Allah may know Him who helps Him and His messengers, even though He Himself is unseen by them. Surely Allah is strong, almighty. We sent Nuh and Ibrahim and placed the prophethood and the scripture among the seed, and among them there is he who goes aright, but very many of them are sinners. Then we caused our messengers to follow in the footsteps, and we caused Isa, son of Maryam, to follow them, and gave him the gospel, and placed compassion and mercy in the hearts of those who followed him. But monasticism they invented themselves. We did not ordain it for them. They thought they were thereby seeking pleasure of Allah, but they did not observe it faithfully. So we gave those of them who believed the reward, but very many of them are sinners. O you who believe, be mindful of your duty to Allah and put faith in His messenger. He will give you 2 portions of His mercy and will appoint for you a light by which you will walk, and will forgive you. Allah is forgiving, merciful. These matters have been discussed so that the people of the book may know that they control nothing from the bounty of Allah, but that the bounty is in the hands of Allah. He gives it to whom He wills, and Allah is the possessor of immense bounty.